It's like we were driving, when they were bringing us there, we were driving past all of these nice hotels, and we get to our hotel and we're just like the water was like 3 different shades of blue. It was so beautiful. And then we get to our hotel, which was on the reject side of the beach, I guess. Every single day I asked for clean towels, and every single day I got fucking towels that looked like somebody was kicking it on the floor. I wish somebody had footage of it because it was probably hilarious. I fell face down in the water, splash. I thought it was over for me at that point. I'm drowning, it's over. The monkey actually bit somebody, so I'm glad I didn't get near the monkey, because I would have been freaking out if a monkey bit me in Mexico. Either way, I want footage of me. When you have a GoPro on, you're basically getting footage of everything else, unless you have the big connector piece that faces you, but you're gonna end up looking like Blair Witch Project, or like you're traveling through a haunted house. And then it was like, well, you can get one picture for $80 or all of them for $120. I'm like, oh, what a fucking deal. Why are the beds made up to perfection, but the sheets are dirty? The key, like, this is just so old-fashioned. I'm just like, what the fuck? I just try to erase that part of my life. So I just want to start by saying I love my Mexican people. I love you so much. You are beautiful people. You are you have a beautiful country. I would never take that from you. A lot of the people are very friendly and very kind, so I don't want anyone to get offended by this video. This is just an experience that I had with my visit to Cancun, which is not all of Mexico, so you can't, it's just like someone visiting New York and saying, you know, can't say you hate the United States because you visited and had a bad experience in New York. So I just want, you know, I love you guys. You are beautiful, and I thank you for watching my videos, and I thank you for your support, and I hope to gain a subscriber. I'm hoping you guys find this video humorous, because I do not think that Cancun is really a place that you guys actually live. I think it's just like mainly a tourist spot. So I'm sure you guys feel my pain as well. So just a little disclosure. So I would just like to say that before I start the video, just in case anyone gets offended. I just want to tell you as a disclaimer, I am drained, okay? I just came back from Mexico 2 weeks ago, I think, and I'm still not recovering from my anger and what took place. Most of it would be on me. The next would be on them, in a sense. So where do we start? So I went to Mexico for Columbus Day. We went to Mexico during Columbus Day. And I don't know why I planned my son. I have to plan around my son's school schedule. So that's when his school decided they wanted to have fall break, when everyone else was pretty much going on vacation too for Columbus Day or whatever. Whatever. I don't celebrate these little small holidays, so I don't keep up with them. I don't know when they are. My job is year-round, 24/7, so it's not like we're closed on holidays, so I won't know if, you know, it's a holiday or not, unless it's like a major, like Christmas or Thanksgiving or something like that. But anyway, that's beyond the point. So we went to Mexico during Columbus Day weekend, and I actually signed up to do a timeshare, which I talk about in my other video on travel tips. So we signed up to do a timeshare so that we could get a resort for a reduced rate. And there's a website. You can pick from all of these different resorts on the website. And I didn't do my research. I didn't do my research because I picked one of the resorts that claimed to have a 4.7 stars. In America, that's fucking excellent. That's a Marriott. That's like, that's a top quality hotel. Like, you're thinking like, okay, this is gonna be decent, this is gonna be nice. And I didn't start reading the comments until after, I think, a few days of being there, or upon leaving I actually read the comments to see like the comments weren't 5 stars. The comments were 1 stars, 2 stars, but I don't know why I didn't notice this at the beginning. But anyway, let's get to Mexico first. Let's just get there first. So getting to Mexico, smooth ride. I think it was only like a 2-hour flight from Atlanta. Wasn't that long at all. Like it was, I thought it was gonna be long. I don't know why I was thinking like Mexico by California. California takes like 5 hours, but somehow Mexico to Cancun is short distance. So it only took us 2 hours. I'm not really good with geography or whatever, so don't be like, oh, you didn't know Mexico was closer, Cancun was closer to the whatever. Okay, so we flew to Mexico, took 2 hours, get there. The resort gave us specific instructions and said, when you get to the airport, you look for this particular van, these particular colors on the employee. These are the people who you're going to ride to the resort with. The ride to the resort was free. It was included in the package or whatever. You get a free ride to the resort. Okay, boom. They said there's going to be people out there soliciting you for rides. So I'm thinking, okay, normal taxi people. I didn't think crooks. There's a lot of crooks. There is a lot of crooks. I understand that Mexico may not be as fortunate of a country as America, and you know, people got to do what they got to do to make money, but don't try to like scam me, okay? Find a honest way to get my money. Don't try to scam me. But anyway, so we get to the airport. Everything's nice. It's clean airport. You know, we're standing at we're going through, not TSA, what is that? Customs. We're going through, I think it's customs. We're going through that, and you know, they check your passports, everything, give you the stamp. The moment you step out of that, oh my gosh, it's like a freaking circus. They're everywhere. They were like, who are you with? This lady came up to me and the people that I was with, the person that I was with my homeboy and my son. And this lady came up to us and she's just like, I'm trying to confirm your reservation, like for your ride. She was like, who are you who are you transporting with? And I'm like, you know, I'm a little out of it because I've been at the airport in Atlanta like for a long time, and I'm just getting to Cancun and I'm just like out of it. So I, you know, everything that, you know, I discussed with the people on the phone kind of went out the window for a second. Like I didn't think, like, don't talk to anybody. Like, so she's like, oh, we're just trying to do confirmation of your transportation, confirmation. Who are you transporting with? So I'm ruffling through my phone. I got a lot of bags because it's me and I got an 8-year-old with me. So I got me and my 8-year-old's bags and my carry-on bag, my personal bag, my son's suitcase, because he gets lazy sometimes. He doesn't want to drag his own suitcase sometimes. So I'm holding on to everything to make sure nobody pickpockets or steals anything from us, because I always am that cautious. It doesn't matter which country it is. This has nothing to do with Mexico in particular. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm targeting Mexico, saying that Mexico steals. You know, everyone steals. Everywhere you go, you're going to have pickpocketers, you're going to have scammers, you're going to have that everywhere. But I'm just talking about specifically what happened to me when I was in Cancun. So she comes up to me, so I'm looking through my phone, trying to find the reservation, trying to find the instructions. I tell her the name of the company. She was like, okay, you know, how many people are with you? You know, just acting like she's a representative of the airport, trying to make sure that we get to the right transportation so nobody won't skim. This is what I'm thinking in my head. I didn't move. I'm still standing in the same spot. I did not follow this lady. Like, she was very aggressive. She was like, come with me, come with me. I was like, no, like, I'm trying to find the company that I'm going to be riding with. She was like, come for me. It's just confirmation. It's just confirmation. Come with me. Come with me. What she was trying to do, what she didn't get the opportunity to do, which is why she had an attitude, because she just sucked her teeth and walked off. She was trying to get me to come over to her booth so she can somewhat finesse me into giving her, like, trying to show her my credit card information or something, or what I used to book the reservation and stuff, just to confirm, but probably was rescheduling me for a different transportation and charging me for it.
Oh no, she was just dumb as fuck. If you're watching this, bitch, you're dumb. Like,
I don't speak Spanish, so a lot of these people will try to get over on you when you don't speak Spanish. They try to talk real fast and try to like, they're good at what they do it all the time. But I didn't give her an opportunity to scam me. So that was the first annoying thing that happened. I get outside, it's freaking hot, like, oh my god, I'm thinking it's gonna be breezy and, you know, hot and breezy like it was in Jamaica. Like Jamaica was hot and breezy, but I get there, it's humid. It's just like Georgia. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I just left Georgia. I'm not trying to go back to Georgia. Like, so I'm just sitting there hot. You know, we got on all this because it I think that was the first day it kind of got cold in Atlanta. So we were dressed for semi-cold weather, and we get there and it's humid, but we have all these bags, so we can't really like undo everything. The person I was with sees a big alcohol truck outside and he's just jetting to it. So I'm over here by myself. We finally found the people who we were transporting with, because everyone pretty much looks the same. They told us the colors that they would be wearing. I think it was like navy blue pants or navy blue shirt. Yeah, it was a navy blue shirt and khaki pants. So everybody was dressed kind of similar, but nobody had that combo. So I'm like, okay. And then some of the people outside were being a little bit honest. They were like, okay, who are you looking for? I thought they were going to try to scam too. Like say, oh, we're with that company. Come ride with us. Like, you know, but they were being pretty honest when I told them which company I was looking for. They kind of redirected me, you know, they're over there. So I'm like, okay, thank you. You know, somebody's honest. Somebody is not just trying to scam everybody. Like, somebody's not thirsty for money. So we get over there. They're checking our names off the list. You know, fast forward. At this time, I'm trying to see, like, does my phone work? Because, you know, as soon, this is the 4th country that I've been to this year. And normally when I touch down in a country, it sends you a text message asking, do you want to pay $5 a day for high-speed internet? You know, which they dramatically slow down your internet, of course, when you get to the country. And as soon as you say, yes, okay, I'm going to pay for high-speed internet, your internet is fucking lightning speed. Like, that makes sense, right? The scams of the cell phone companies. But anyway, so I never got that text message. My the person that I was with, he got that text message, and his company Verizon charged $10 a day for, you know, unlimited everything. My company, I'm with Sprint, so they charge $5 a day for high-speed internet, and you know, so you could text message and stuff, and like, you know, data, for high-speed data. And, you know, you still have to pay like 10 cents a minute or something, 25 cents a minute to call, which I'm not calling anyone. If you don't have an iPhone, do not call me outside of the country, because I'm not paying 25 cents a minute if it's not an emergency. Do not call me unless you have an iPhone, because you can FaceTime or FaceTime audio. That's the way to avoid those charges, which I'm going to talk about in my other video. So, fast forward. I know I'm getting off topic. We're riding. We're getting to the resort. So before we got to the resort, I was looking at the reviews. I did look at the reviews. I did look at the reviews the day before we left, but it was too late. So I didn't want to have like buyer's remorse. So I was just like, you know, just looking at the reviews, and then I just kind of stopped looking at the reviews because I didn't want to see too much bad stuff. And then, you know, different people have different experiences at a hotel, which I was trying to convince myself of. I was like, different people have different experiences at hotels. So what they're saying happened may be what happened to them, because I was in Jamaica and they put us in a not so nice room, and then the next day when they switched us, it was a nice room. So I figured the people who usually get the not so nice rooms had a different experience from the people who did get the nice room on the same property. So I just assumed it was one of those situations. Get to the hotel, exactly how the review said it was. It had a smell in the lobby. And the name of this, I'm not even going to say it, but I'm going to put it down because I can't even remember. I can't even remember what the name of it was. Like, I just try to erase that part of my life. You know, I really tried to erase that part of my life. I don't want to remember what hotel that was. But, so we get there. There's a smell in the lobby. They're charging for the lockbox. They're telling us, like, before I got there, I didn't even know that they were charging for internet. Like, I never been to a place that charges for internet. especially a resort, when they know you're going to be there for a long period of time, that charges a daily fee for the internet. Thank God my cell phone signal worked. And thank God my hotspot works for my son to use his iPad, because I don't know what I would have done. I would have spent way more money than I already spent, you know, trying to get internet, because they know you need internet. Why isn't that included in the hotel fee? Why are you charging an extra fee for internet per day? I think it was like $10 a day per device. Per device. It wasn't even like this per just for your whole family to use everything. If it was like that, I would have still been mad. But you know, I would have been, you know, that would have been better than $10 a day per device. Like, that's just crazy, because they give you a code, you can only put in one device. And you know, the person I was with had his PlayStation, I had iPads, I had my, you know, I'm trying to edit videos and study for my real estate courses. I need to use my computer. I need to use my cell phone. Of course, my son has his iPad. Like, that's just too many devices. My son had his Nintendo Switch. Needs internet to do, what is that? I forgot the little game that they little play with all the little shooting. I don't know. Fortnite. You need internet for Fortnite. So we was just like, kind of like, so I'm glad that my hotspot worked for him to at least use the iPad. He couldn't play with the Switch, but he could play with the iPad. So that was good. But we get to the hotel. They're charging for internet. They're charging $5 for the lockbox. I think it was a day. It's a key. Like, they take the lock out of the lockbox. Like, it's not like any other hotel where you just set your code. No, they have the lock with a key that you have to shove in the hole of the lockbox, and you keep the key. Like, this is just so old-fashioned. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, it's 2019. Why does this hotel still have keys? Everything is electronic. Like, why do we still have keys? But and I didn't even trust that, because somebody could have came in the hotel and changed the key, or like had the master key to get in my shit. So I did not feel safe with that key. Like, I feel more safe with a code, even though it may be a master code, but I feel more safe with my code versus the key. So I know for future references to bring my own lock to lock the closet, so nobody can get in the closet. Probably like a bike lock to go through. But anyway, so this is going to be a very long story. So we get to the hotel. I'm trying to remember everything. Get in the hotel. The elevator is old as hell. Like, the lobby was decent, but the elevator was stink and it, you know, old, and like, it wasn't dirty, but it was just like old. And I'm just like, so we get upstairs, get to the room. The room looks nothing like the pictures. They're advertising, I don't know if it's another property they have or something, but they're putting those pictures on their property. Like, you thinking it's this hotel with this room, and it's not. So I'm just like, this room is disgusting. Not to my standards. Not the Marriott. Not, you know, not a 4.7, 4.8 star hotel. No way. I will give this hotel maybe on a nice day a 2.1.
Because I'm bougie.
If that. And that's just because some of the people were nice there. Like, they had nice service. But that's it. I got an all-inclusive, of course. They had a few restaurants on the property. So the hotel, back to the hotel room, first of all. We get in there already off rip. Person I'm with notices the sheets and stuff look dirty. Why are the sheets dirty? Nobody is in here. This is first thing in the morning. You should have just cleaned everything. Like, it's not like we came, I don't know, but this should be a new clean room. Why are the beds made up to perfection, but the sheets are dirty? And like, so we're calling, you know, they come upstairs, they change the sheets. I didn't really notice the towels until probably the next day. I use the towels. I just assumed the towels were clean. I usually bring my own towel. I don't know why I didn't bring my own towel. I didn't have enough room in my suitcase. But I had my son's beach towel, so I brought that. So the first day, like, I thought the towels were clean. They had them rolled up, looking all neat and fancy looking. And I'm like, okay, so the towels are clean. You know, towels wasn't clean. So I'm cringing because I was using a towel this whole time and I don't think it was clean. But they don't know what bleach is at that hotel. I'm not going to say Mexico doesn't know what bleach is, but that hotel did not know what bleach was, because I kid you not, the whole time we were there for 3 nights, I believe. 3 nights, 4 days. And every single day I asked for clean towels, and every single day I got fucking towels that looked like somebody was kicking it on the floor. And you know those stains that when you hold it up to the light, you can see it? Like, you can't really see it looking, you know, dead on, but you hold it up to the light, you can see those stains that you washed it, but the stain didn't come out. Yeah, those are the kind of towels they had there. Yeah. Okay, so they had those towels, and I was like, no, these aren't acceptable. And then the towels feel like real brittle. You know how when you wash a towel and you don't put it in a dryer, you let it air dry? That's how they towels felt. Like, it just was washed to the max. Like, you need to throw these shits away now. Like, it's over with. They kept bringing us those same towels, hot and warm and stained up. And I'm like, okay, so the person I was with was just like, this is what they think towel clean is. It's no point in keep asking them. This is their perception of clean. So it's just like, it was icked out the whole time. So I ended up using like the beach towels that they had, which were a darker color, which probably were dirty too, but I didn't see it dirty, so what I don't see won't hurt me. So I just used those towels instead. They were brown. And I'm just like, I know these towels are probably dirty too, but people are just using them to dry off after the pool and not, like, you know, dry in the nooks and crannies. So I was like, okay, well, I can use these towels. Restaurants, food, They had one good restaurant, and it sold Asian food. It was really good. They had the noodles, the rice, the shrimp. I think it was shrimp. And then they had the cut up salmon. That restaurant was A1. I have to remember what the name of that restaurant was. I can't remember. But it was that only one restaurant that was just good there. Everything else was disgusting. So fast forward, things I didn't like about Cancun. That's just the resort. So I can't really blame Mexico for the resort. I would never, because we passed. It's like we were driving. When they were bringing us there, we were driving past all of these nice hotels. And we get to our hotel. And we're just like, it was pink. And it just looks stank. It was we see all of this beautiful blue water by the Cancun beach sign. Mexico is beautiful. I mean, Mexico, Cancun is beautiful, but it's Americanized. Like someone told me, it's like too Americanized. It's just too Americanized. So we're riding past, you know, this nice beach. The water looks blue. Like, it looks like the color blue. Like, it was like really, it had different shades of blue. I didn't even really get to capture it, how it looked on my, I don't even think I got a video of it because I was so irritated. I was ready to get to the hotel. And by the time we got back to that beach to take videos and pictures, it was already like nighttime. So I didn't get good footage of the water, but the water was just like, if you go to Cancun, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, the water was like 3 different shades of blue. It was so beautiful. And then we get to our hotel, which was on the reject side of the beach, I guess. And their water was, it looked like gray. I don't know what it looked like, but it didn't look like those pictures. But anyway, so yeah, so I was very upset about that, but I kind of got over that. So we end up scheduling to do a we didn't really know what we were going to do, which is why I got pretty messed up, because I knew that I wanted to go snorkeling. My sister, she went to Mexico before and she went snorkeling, and she was just telling me how good of an experience she had, how fun it was, how they got to drive their own boat. And I get to the, you know, I get there, want to go snorkeling, and the person I was with didn't want to snorkel. I'm like, what? So I didn't get to go snorkeling. So I was like, oh, I want to swim with the dolphins. Yay, let's swim with the dolphins. I thought it would be cheaper to go to the people. They have people sitting inside the hotel that helps you plan, like, you know, help you schedule excursions and things like that. Like, they have a whole big book telling you about everything there is to do in Cancun, and you just kind of flip through the book and see what you want to do. They got all the pictures and the prices and all of that. And it just kind of, you know, it's just right there. Like, it's like an agent, like a travel agent just sitting in the hotel. So I'm thinking, oh, it'll be cheaper to do. Oh, I didn't even talk about the currency exchange. We'll get to that. This video is going to be long as hell. I can already feel it. Like, it's going to be long as hell. So hold your breath. Because I'm not even done. And my camera's flashing. And it's probably over with. So I'm going to have to get a new camera. I mean, a new battery. But, so what I wanted to say was, yeah, so there's a travel agent sitting in the hotel, and, you know, I kept going back and forth to her, and I kind of like going on the internet to like double check these things and stuff, which I did not do my research. Do your research before you travel. Plan everything before you travel. Get prices, get everything that you want to do organized before you go anywhere. I cannot say this, I cannot stress this enough, because you will end up spending a bunch of money that you didn't intend on spending because you're all over the place and you're not organized and you're not getting the best bang for your buck, because you're thinking this is a cheaper rate and it's really not. There's probably some place that's way cheaper that, you know, could do the same thing, or you can get these same tickets for cheaper somewhere else. So just do your research. I did not do my research. I went to Mexico on a whim because I thought that Mexico was cheaper than the United States. You're thinking, oh, I think it was like 80 pesos for $1. I have to look at the exchange rate. Let me check that. So make sure you download the currency converter every time you travel. So, Mexican pesos to US dollar. Let's see. $1 US is 19 pesos. Oh, it's 19 pesos. Okay. So you're thinking, okay, $1 equals 19 pesos. So you're thinking you're going to get more for your money there. No, you're not. You're not getting more for your money there. They're crooks. They are charging you the same price as you would pay in America. It's not really crooks. It's just like, it's like not really like a deal. Like, so I go through the travel agent. We end up booking an excursion, kind of. It includes zip lining. It included ATV, because that's all the person that I was with wanted to do was ATV ride. So I was like, okay, let's go ATV ride. Okay, so we found something where you can ATV ride, zip line, and jump in the cenote, where I'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, so you'll jumping in the cenote. So I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. So my camera died. So where did I leave off at? Okay. I'm like, this camera's like really high. Anyway. So yeah, so she schedules this excursion. She also, I kept saying like, I want to swim with the dolphins. I want to swim with the dolphins. Nobody else wanted to swim with the dolphins. My son, for some reason, can swim better than me. Doesn't want to get in deep water. Understandable. After my experience with the cenote, I understand why he did not want to get into deep water. I have nothing against him for his fears. But he did not want to get in the water with the dolphins. So, and the lady told me if I didn't know how to swim, because I don't know how to swim, I just know how to swim. You know, black people swim. I can swim underwater a little bit, but I can't float. Or I can swim in 5 feet, where when I feel like I can't swim anymore, I could just like put my feet down. I can do that kind of swimming, but I can't swim. So she said that since I can't swim, I can't actually get inside the ocean one with the dolphins. So that little excursion would probably wouldn't be the best one for me. So she had another one, which I will talk about later. It was Delfines, I believe, and that was inside of their aquarium at the mall. And that one, you know, the dolphins are inside of a pool and you basically just petting them and watching them do this and all of this stuff. Waste of fucking money. But anyway, I'll get to that later. So let's start with the excursion I forget the name of all of these places that we went to. And if I can remember, I'm going to put it, you'll see it down here, or I'll put it in the link in the bio. I'm not putting anything in the link in the bio. Only thing I'm linking is some of my other videos, because I'm not even supporting none of this stuff. But the excursion that we went on they were nice. They were nice. It wasn't like the best ATV place that I've been, but I've been on a few ATVs, but it was a little bumpy and I almost fell off. Me and my son literally almost fell off of the ATV. Actually tilted when we were stopping to turn. They made like a sharp U-turn for us to stop. and me and my son almost fell off. But so the ATV place, she books the ATV place. The next morning, so it was a bit hard for her to book it. I think it was like $100 and something, like $150 for me and my son to do everything, which is a pretty reasonable price. You would think. No, I think it was $170. It might have been $170 for me and my son to do the ATV, the zip line, which wasn't as good as the one in Tennessee. It was like more of a baby zip line. We did that, and this to jump in the cenote, which I'm still kind of upset about that because this place told us that we couldn't have our phones on us, so we had to lock our phones up in the locker. They're claiming it's for safety reasons, but it's really, they don't want you getting any footage because they're selling you footage. But that's cool. But sell me videos too. Like, it's 2019. I want some videos of me for my blogs and stuff. I want a vlog. And I did not bring my, well, I don't have the real one, you know, the little, GoPro. I don't have a real GoPro. I have a fake GoPro. But I didn't bring my GoPro. I don't know why I don't bring my GoPro. I don't even know what my GoPro is. So I didn't bring that. But either way, I want footage of me. When you have a GoPro on, you're basically getting footage of everything else. Unless you have the big connector piece that faces you. But you're going to end up looking like Blair Witch Project. Or like you're traveling through a haunted house with the one that faces you. With the, you know, like boogers and snots come out your nose. I didn't want to look like that. So I didn't bring mine. I didn't bring it. But, so I wanted to ride, so we rode we did the zip lining first. I was surprised my son did it because when we went to Mall of America, he did not want to zip line at all, wasted my money. He did not want to do it. He was very scared to zip line through the mall. So I was just holding my breath like he's not going to want to zip line. I already had my mind prepared that we weren't going to zip line. We were just going to let them go and we were going to wait. But he said he would do the zip line. So we did the zip line. And that was cool. We got bit up a lot by mosquitoes because I forgot bug spray. Make sure you bring bug spray if you're going to do that in Mexico because there's a lot of mosquitoes in those woods. And then we did the ATV ride, and the ATV was like super bumpy. I guess it just rained or I don't know what happened, but it was just muddy and bumpy everywhere. And we finished that. I almost fell off, like I said. I had to stop it with my leg and like kind of grab my son at the same time. Like I was so terrified for like 2 seconds. Like, oh my God, this shit is about to flip over. It didn't, but I ended up like bruising, like hurting my stomach. Like a couple of days later, I didn't know why my stomach was hurting, but someone told me that it's probably because of that. My son was like holding on to my waist real tight, so probably what kind of bruised it. Now that I'm saying that, I still feel the pain, but I'm a hypochondriac, so ignore me. But anyway, so yeah, so we finished that, and then we go into the cenote, and they told us not to bring our phones. But like, so we're hopping on the bus, and I'm just like, why can't I bring my phone? Like, I'm thinking that the whole time we're on the bus, they're taking us like 5 minutes to another part of their little forest or whatever, to this little secluded lake, which looked like, well, it wasn't a lake, it looked like a natural pool. Like it was this huge thing with like a zip lining thing where you kind of zip line and jump into the water. There was a wild monkey there too. I saw the monkey, but I didn't go near the monkey because I didn't have a camera or nothing. I didn't even want to get near the monkey, but the monkey actually bit somebody. So I'm glad I didn't get near the monkey because I would have been freaking out if a monkey bit me in Mexico. Oh my gosh. I don't know what the hell I would have done. But anyway, so yeah. So I was upset that whole time standing there because I couldn't bring my camera. I bring my phone like to film. I'm like, why couldn't we bring our phone? And the people who works there was just like, oh, you could have brought your phone to this part, just not the other parts. And we're just, everybody's on the bus just looking like, you told us we couldn't bring our phone. And then so we do the little thing. I almost drowned. Like everyone else is like doing it. Like we had like a life vest on. They're like zip lining and then they jump in. But these people could swim and they're swimming. Like they told us it was like 60 feet down or something. I don't know. I'm just thinking I got a life jacket on. I'm going to float to the top. No. So there's like a little knot on the zip line thing. And that's to stop it before you hit the rocks in the back. So it stops it so you can't go any further. But you have to let go before you get to that point. Because if you hit that knot, it's going to fling you off, which is what happened to me. So I didn't hear the people standing at the top of the rock telling me to jump before I hit that knot. So I'm just smiling, like, kind of scared, zip lining backwards, like, and because they taking pictures of us getting off the thing. So I'm taking the picture, so I'm zip lining backwards. Next thing you know, boom, it hit and it jerks me off. And I fell in that water face down. And I wish somebody had footage of it because it was probably hilarious. I fell face down in the water, splash. I thought it was over for me at that point. I'm drowning. It's over. Who's going to watch my son? Who's going to get my son back to my mom? That's all I'm thinking about in my head. I felt like I was just... and then you float back to the top, but you're not staying above water. It's just like you're still sinking because you're panicking. So when you're in deep water with a life vest on, you have to stay completely calm or else you're going to sink in the water. Like you're going to go back down. So I'm just like sinking. I'm like, and I'm trying to stay up and I just have my head up and I'm just like, save me. And some of the older guys came swimming towards me and he kind of guided me to the rope to get out. And I wasn't going out bad like that, so I did it again. Everyone said I'm crazy because I went to do it again. I'm like, I'm not going out bad like that. So I did it again, and this time I let go in time, and I was able to actually swim to the rope, you know. So that was interesting, but I was upset that I didn't get to bring my my phone. So because this was the last day that we were there, we booked everything on the same day. So we did that early in the morning and we scheduled to do the dolphin thing late at like 5. The person I was with didn't want to do the dolphins. So I was like, cool, you can film us. We get up there. The lady, first of all, she didn't even give us the ticket for there. We were supposed to have a physical ticket. They were tripping out. And I'm like, it's 2019. Everything is digital. Like, why are you guys tripping out? Here's it on my phone, the confirmation that I have tickets. It was just making a big deal about it. It was the last one. So we got in there late. Everyone had already started. We get in there. We're standing with a big group of people. And my ex is sitting. He's sitting. They have this. My ex, haha, just revealed. The person that I was with was sitting too far away from us that he couldn't get any footage. So the person I was with was sitting too far away that he couldn't get any footage. The footage looked really grainy. Like it was just like, forget about it. Like he was just too far away. So we're over there. They told us, oh, we're gonna give you some extra time at the end since there was a big for the inconvenience at the beginning where you couldn't get in, whatever. We get there. This is some basic stuff. The water was freezing cold. The dolphins were, you know, swimming around. All it was like an educational thing. They're telling us about the dolphins, how the dolphins breathe. You don't swim with the dolphins. You're just waiting for the dolphin to come to you. You can feel it as it swims by you. They take pictures of you with the dolphin, doing little cute little poses with the dolphin. I didn't know that they were about to charge us an arm and a leg for those pictures. They know you can't get any good pictures because they have your people sitting all the way far back in the stands and they're sitting right there and you can't get any pictures of what's going on. So you're not going to get any good pictures unless you pay for theirs. So I'm just thinking, like, when we got out, they're handing us a towel. They're all nice. We get inside. Those fucking pictures was like $120 for like 20 pictures. And then it was like, well, you can get one picture for $80 or all of them for $120. I'm like, oh, what a fucking deal. Like, why would you... I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway... That was their deal. Either one for 80. Like, who the fuck? That means I'm be paying 160. No, it was one picture for 40. So I was like, I'm gonna be paying $80 just to get 2 pictures for me and my son. I might as well pay 120 and get all of them. Like, they already know that. So I'm just like, I felt like finesse like fuck. I was already mad about the hotel, the resort. We had to do, the day before that, we had to go do the timeshare meeting at this fucking fabulous 10-star resort. Like, this is the resort that you're trying to sell us, but you gotta stay in this bullshit. So, we do this, I was mad about the hotel, mad about that I didn't get to bring my phone to the cenote. So this day was just like over with. Like, this trip, I was done with it. I was over it already. And we get there, and now you're talking about I gotta pay $120 for some pictures. I had to pay it. I don't know when I'm ever gonna get a chance to encounter a dolphin. You know, life is short. You never know when you're gonna be able to experience something again. My son, I never know when he's gonna be able to do it again. So I just wanted to get the pictures of, you know, what happened. You know, I wanted to get the memory, you know, so my son could look and say, oh, I was 8 and I went to swim. I went to see the dolphins. I touched the dolphins. I kissed the dolphin. Like, so yes, I got finessed into paying. I didn't really get finessed. I just got like kind of bamboozled and like strong-armed into paying $120. They were playing on people's desperation for memories, because we don't get these memories that often. So they were like basically playing on that. I did not like that. I feel like that place is just full of crooks. So yeah, so I would not recommend that place to anyone. I think it's called Delphinus. It's inside the main mall. And it's like inside of an aquarium. I would not recommend that place to anyone. They need to really change those stipulations. They should at least let you know how much the pictures are before you get in there, to see if, you know, do you even want to go. Like, I don't even want to go. I don't even want to do the experience if I can't have the memory to go with it. Like, I don't even want to do it. And then you're charging $120 for the pictures, and they're not even all that. Like, they have some regular ass pictures. So yeah, I was upset about that. That was the last day that we were there. Well, that was supposed to be the last day that we were there. The next morning we were leaving, so we really didn't get to do anything that night. But we went to the mall. The day before is when we went to the beach, but it was nighttime, so we got a few pictures by the Cancun beach sign. And this day we did those two things, and the next day we were leaving. So it really wasn't much. I really didn't get to indulge in the resort, which it was nothing to indulge in, because that resort was ass. I would never recommend that resort to anyone. They need to throw that shit away. Like, hang that shit up. Okay? I wouldn't recommend it. They need to gut that shit out and modernize it. Like, because it's just like ridiculously like priced. It's just ridiculous for like the little tiny stuff. And then they were like, you have to do not exchange your currency at the hotel. They are crooks. They're charging, they was giving, I think 16 pesos for $1 when the peso exchange rate was 19. So you kind of had to go outside of there to find the places that were selling the pesos for like 18 pesos for the $1, which is, you know, they charge a fee. But it's best to like bring cash, because if you don't have cash in Mexico, you can't do anything. Pretty much. Like, you're scared to put they don't recommend you putting your debit card in any of these ATMs unless it's a bank. And we found, luckily, by the grace of God, there was an ATM inside the mall from a credible bank that I kind of trusted a little bit better to take a chance to stick my debit card in there. Stuck my debit card in there, got the cash out, and then changed my PIN number immediately and froze my card. That's just how I was moving in Mexico. I was like taking my card out. I used my credit card for most of the time. If you don't have cash, use your credit card, or go like try to exchange your money before you leave the airport. Exchange your money before you leave your initial place, like Atlanta. If you're in Atlanta, exchange your money in Atlanta first, or go to your bank and exchange your money before you come. But it doesn't even make sense. But I would exchange to pesos, because pesos, they're more accurate with the dollar or how much they're charging you. When they see that you have a US dollar, they charge you more. Like the bus. I think the bus was like 100 pesos. 100 pesos is let me see. No, it wasn't 100 pesos. Sorry. It was I think it was like, I forgot how many pesos, but anyway, they was telling you I think it was 20 pesos or something. I don't know. But they were charging for the bus like 20 pesos, and then you paying, I don't know how many it was. I can't remember. But I know it was less pesos than the dollar. It was either $1 or this many pesos. And the pesos amount that it was, yeah, the amount of pesos that it was like significantly less than $1. So if you're paying $1, you're actually paying them more pesos. So they're getting over on you. So you need to exchange your money to pesos just to get the accuracy. But the equivalency is the same. Like this shirt, I got this shirt there, and this shirt was like, I think $17 or something. So it's just like no difference. They'll say 180 pesos or however many pesos, 200 pesos. Everything was like 200 pesos. $10, which is like $10 damn near, or a little bit more than $10. So you go in a flea market, they're in there trying to finesse you. My son wanted a necklace with a shark tooth on it. They talking about this is a real shark tooth, trying to charge me $10 for that. I'm like, you can give me 3 for 10. I'll give you 3 for 10. Like, it's just, I don't know. They're just real aggressive, you know, in Mexico, like with the soliciting. And I know that the country is you know, in poverty, you know, so I know that they're trying to make money off of the tourists just to survive. I get it, but you know, there's ways to go about it. Like, people will tip you, people will pay you. They're not gonna like shortchange you, and well, some people will, but majority of people like know that this is a less fortunate country, you know, but you don't have to go about it being crooks, is all I'm saying. So I was dreading making this video. That's why it took me 2 weeks to even make it. I was like debating on if I was even going to make it or not, because I was just so overwhelmed with, you know, my experience. I just didn't, you know, want to even talk about it. So, but that's why I would never go back to Cancun. Like, I'll probably go to Cabo. And I think I spent a lot of money. How much did I spend? I think I spent like $1,000 almost in Mexico. Like, make sure you get a hotel that has transportation, because they charge $30 freaking dollars for a round trip. I think it was $30 one way. No, they charge like $30 one way or something for you to get to the airport. Like, they were just like charging like ridiculous prices for the taxi. So luckily we stayed on the strip where you can ride the bus. That's why we were riding the bus, because you don't want to ride the taxis. The taxis are crooks. For a round trip, I think it might have been $15. It might have been $15, but no, I think it was $30. I can't even remember. I think it was $30 just to get to the airport. I felt robbed. Like, I felt robbed between that, the food, like paying for food. The food wasn't that expensive. The food was okay. We didn't really buy too much food outside of the resort. So just between the activities, because I was paying double for everything. The dolphin thing was $100 and something per person. I think it was $100 a piece for me and my son. So that, plus I paid like $300 and something for that and the pictures. And then for the ATV, that was like $100 and something. So I was just mad. And that was cheaper on the website. It was like 30 or 40. I think it was almost $50 cheaper on the website if I would have booked directly through the company versus going through this travel agent who I thought that was getting me a deal, but they really weren't. So yeah, so that's my experience. I know this was a very long video, and I hope you guys enjoy this information. I hope this information was useful to you. I will put the name of the hotel for you to avoid somewhere on this video. You probably already seen it by now, but if not, I'll put it in the description. But yeah, so hotel was ass. That's how I'm gonna end that. But thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more of my travel videos, travel experiences, story times, hair videos, makeup. No makeup, I don't do makeup. Beauty tips, and just me running my mouth. Thank you for watching.